Today is March 15th, 2025. It's also known as the Ides of March, connected to Caesar. Seems like Caesar may have reincarnated in some form, but that's another story. Over the last several days, actually weeks, I have been reflecting on my life. And I've also been shown or, suggested that I do a podcast. I attempted a podcast in the past, and it didn't really go anywhere. But this time, there is a major reason. I'm coming to the end of my life, in that last quarter of life. And when you reach the place I am, there's a lot of reflecting and remembering and deep introspection that goes along with it. 3 years, what was it? It was Christmas Day of 2021. My father passed 3 months shy of 100. It was really remarkable because he was a way shower in so many different ways. And he was born on April the 1st, 1922. And he, his family, he grew up in England. And at 17, he went into the Royal Air Force. And like so many of the boomers, right at the beginning and then now, war has been a huge defining and deciding factor with people's lives in so many different ways, obviously, and it depends on whatever land you are situated on and in what circumstances that you are presented with. And the only reason I bring that up is because numerous years before he passed, he would always say to me, "This is not the world we were supposed to have. This is not the world we fought for. This is not the way people are supposed to be." And I think eventually it wasn't the age or the pain that got him. It was the incredible demoralization that I knew he was experiencing, because that's what I'm experiencing in what is being witnessed across the world. And one looks back at life through different eyes when you get to my point. We are innocent in the beginning. Where was I? Being demoralized. Words are so hard at the moment, because what I'm seeing in the days and instantaneously, which is good in a way, in many, many ways, because we have instant news. We know exactly what's happening in real time. Yet also, it doesn't give one a chance to reflect, to really process what is happening, because it's all done through emotional and mental manipulations of visuals and words and emotions from all different parties that are competing for the affirmation that they are right, no matter what. And as I reflect and sit back and look at what and who has been before, there's a couple of things that stick out. And I'd thought about this many a time, but now it really is obvious that we have, not everywhere, but here we do, we have men that are in powerful positions. And they are men that are in my age group, in their 60s, in their 50s, in their 40s, and 30s. But they don't have as much influence at this moment in time as the ones that I just previously mentioned. And I would say, not all, but I would say there is a vast majority of those at this present time who have never witnessed and never been on the front lines of a true battle, where there is life force of taking and staying present, of the foe and the friend, and those roles change so rapidly. And we are also in a place where those men, and I'm saying men because also there are women who are very much present in all of this, but we're going to keep it on this point at the moment, that hold money, that hold the value of how much they have in stocks and bonds and bank accounts and properties and all of it. Doesn't matter what it is, in every capacity. They hold that high as the tallest tower that you could possibly have, as their affirmation of their value and their worthiness and their abilities to be right and determine the fate, no matter what that fate might be, of millions and millions and millions of other people, with not a care in the world, as long as that bottom line does not change. That bottom line, to me, is the place where a man or a woman who holds the dollar sign or the denominational sign of any currency in any part of the world that is massively, massively high, if that's what they hold high, that they have the power, that they are in charge, that they have value. I'm just going to give you a little reminder. The day you were born, in whatever circumstance that was, through the mother who birthed you, in whatever circumstance that was, you came in naked. You came in with nothing. And the day that you leave this planet, the day that you choose or is chosen for you or happens expectedly, unexpectedly, doesn't matter how it happens. But that day, which is when you take your last breath, whether it be peaceful or whether it be in violence or any other form, the very last thing that will be seen and known of you is that you will be naked once again with nothing. So everything that has been amassed in any form, sure, there'll be family members and lawyers and all sorts of people fighting for whatever they think you are leaving, but you will get none of it. It will do you no good whatsoever at the pearly gates, just as it did no good as you were born coming into this lifetime from another lifetime. You came in innocent, empty, with a heart that was beating, a breath that was breathing, a soul that had a matrix, that had a plan, so to speak. And what and how you did it. And this is the you, is all of us. Each one of us is the you. It's where we all are. We come in completely naked out of our mother's birth canal. And the day that we leave, they strip us down. And that we are once again naked, empty of everything, empty of breath, empty of the beating heart, empty as our soul transitions from within the living entity of the beingness of every cell and molecule of our body that transcends and goes up through the crown of our head into the white light of the divine creator's universal consciousness. And that's where we reside, in specks of consciousness, until another journey is chosen or not. That's the unknown. So as I sit, and it's snowing and raining and cold where I am, I am at a place I have seen incredible things in my life. I have been so blessed with really an extraordinary life that I'm going to share recordings with, so that my family has an idea of who I was. I know some of my father and my mother, but there was so huge. There were chapters that I had no idea about, and I wish I did. And so that is, I think, the first installment of reflections on life. Can you reflect on your life from the moment you came in naked to where you are today? What is important? Who are you truly? What do you value truly? Until we meet again.